here. We'll come on the north side. Like, see, there's another, maybe it is, yeah, looks like a little bit of a trail. Steve Ranella has that saying that what big bucks have wet feet. So the goal is trying to figure out something to do here, whether it's a setup. It's still pretty dense in the fall with cover and stuff. So the trails will be more defined. I've seen in the summer or later summer, early fall here. Sorry if the camera's shaking, just looking around too. I see moose tracks in here. There's a lot of coyotes in here. I haven't got a moose on the camera over here, but I'm going to show you the next camera. In the two places I had my old camera. Not old camera, but old spots. I try to come in a different way every time. I'm not sure if that helps, but you know, not always follow their tracks either. But it's like, it's pretty friggin' dense in here, and it's enough crap that there's a few trees, or dead trees, I can make a bit of a ground blind. Like even in here, there's a trail, like this trail was cut pretty bad in the early spring, but not as much in here as last time. Almost getting lost a little bit in here. I'll try to show you if I can. Like, the water wasn't this high last year back here. Bugs going in my mouth. So, Jesus, just everywhere I want to go is mud. Yeah, like the snow got too deep in here last year, so nothing was for about a month and a half or 2 months on my cameras. It's just dead. So disappointing too. You know, you put in all this work, and like here, you can see this is a good cut. It's so unrecognizable in here since I last was in here. And cow skulls there, like they're everywhere, and some stuff there. So now, I kind of know where I am. So I'm going to show you my camera, and I'll probably walk the way that is where I used to have them. I'll put you down here until I find the next spot where my camera is a bit turned around, because it's so different in here. I'm close to my camera now. I don't know what to make of this. There's never been grass there. I'm assuming, like, it's not marked up or anything. It's dry, so I'm wondering if it's, you know, big bucks wet feet thing where it's a high spot in this swamp here. Swampish. Most of this water will be gone by midsummer. It's just the way it is. But there's a couple trails coming in from over there. I'll show you as I turn around. But I just, you know, it just seemed odd to me, so I wanted to put a camera on it. Like, I can keep seeing the same deer over and over, but it's, I don't know, I want to learn a bit. Like, my camera is right there somewhere, so I'll walk over there and show you what it looks like. I love all the interesting little plants and stuff. I know crap all about plants, but just I like the clover and, you know, the flowers and fucking, sorry, mosquitoes and ticks swiping off my shoulders. Who knows, maybe I'll get the Lyme this year, but I'm close to my camera anyway, so I'll just walk over. Like, the trails are just tougher to find just because there's so much vegetation constantly growing. Thought I heard something in here when I was bouncing around, but there she is. And let's give you an idea. Like, this was, you can see right there, that dead spot with all the, you know, no grass, and there's a cut right there. Like, it's faint to the eye because the grass is growing. But yeah, and there's the swamp there. There's the south side of the swamp. There's that bush you saw from the other angle. I just don't want those pricks to come at me. When I was a kid, they used to be vicious. But yeah, so I'm gonna check my camera. It's right there again. Of course, there's ants on the tree. You know, belly-ish height. I'm short as hell, so let's see what's on it. There were about 60 to 70 pictures on the camera, but I picked some of the best ones. It appears that next time I need to have the camera a bit further back from the trail and a bit more perpendicular. As you can see, it tends to be slow at picking up anything on the left, as well as it seems to pick up stuff in the distance. Later on, you will see animals picked up through the trees. I'll show you an example of that in a bit. But for now, I'm pretty happy where we put the camera. I'm glad we moved it. You'll see once we get past the cam pictures here why. Here's a perfect example of what I just mentioned. The camera has no issues picking up animals through a secondary trail behind some bush. It may be worthwhile to take advantage of this in the future, pulling the camera back a bit more perpendicular to the trail, as well as maybe higher on the tree. This is 2 examples of what 7 to 8 is a quite regular occurrence. But that being said, as you'll see here soon, if we had it in any different of a spot, we may have missed a few new guests coming through the bush. Enjoy. For about an hour after I collected this camera data in the evening there, I tried to call in some coyotes from a ridge overlooking this patch of bush here. Kind of glad I didn't, as wouldn't want to take mom and dad away from these guys. But what's the consensus on whether or not having coyotes so close to an area like this when it comes to deer movement, deer habitat? Be interesting to hear what you guys' thoughts are. Let me know. On to next patch of video here. There's some other interesting guests I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing. Here is the new house guest in the bush, and it looks like it's probably due to the wet year we're having. The willows are growing well, and he spent 3 or 4 days here. I picked 4 of the best videos. There's probably about 30 of them. And it appears that he's actually a local moose because we picked him up on the Tasco across the highway on that west quarter section a day after this. I'm happy to have him. A little bit, you guys will see soon here. I moved the camera. Disappointed that I did since we got this guy on there. But we got to check out a cool spot since I moved the camera. Here I'm going to make some insights on the deer and what I think's happening now that I got some extra footage from the south camera on that same spot from the previous video. Enjoy. As you saw in the last video, we got this one doe that likes to give these wild game innovation cameras a sloppy wet kiss. But I broke all these videos out of order just to purely showcase a couple things. The 2 things we've learned from the last video and this one is these wild game innovation cameras like some distance, particularly this Terra model. And B, like in this area, the deer, it seems, bed on the north side during the day, come through the bush in the evening, and bed on the south side of this bush at night. You'll see from my scouting video upcoming that we found some bedding areas. This is why we're doing it, to figure it all out and get us a good opportunity for bow season. So, got some good shots for you, but it's really cool stuff I haven't caught on camera before. No scouting around and see if there's a better trail or a better cut. I'm gonna walk you over here. Show you where my old camera was. Like it's just a frickin' swamp here. So, like, you see, like something's bedding down here. So it might be worth putting the camera this direction. Like you see, it's just browsing all the time. But my camera's right there. Like it's the water. You can see right here. So I may move that camera to like right here. I just really want to get what's going on, like maybe even on that tree right there, like right there. You'll see in some of the pictures the deer seem to care about the cameras. The moose could not give 2 craps. So just because it's such a worn in bedding spot, I'm gonna put that camera there. Got 2 here, got a brand new one today. I'm not sure where to put, but I'll do more scouting and let you guys know what she looks like, where they're coming from. So it seems like they come south north and then west, and then north and then south, and then east-ish. I don't know, I'm talking on my ass here, but we'll figure it out. Bye. So I set it up here on that bedding area. Hopefully the light doesn't spook the deer or me walking in here or whatever hell. But I'm hopeful there's some deer tracks in there, so we'll see what it is. Let's hope to find out something cool. I left my backpack over here. Yeah, left my backpack just over here, and I'll walk down to the south end to show you some more stuff. I'd go where my old camera was, but like, it's just not it. Like, it's about a foot of water and there's mosquitoes in there. It's already 4-ish o'clock, and I want to shoot my bow a bit more before I check the other two, and then have a fourth location I want to scout. So the main reason I'm doing all this work is that I'm new into bow hunting, and if you'll see the videos later, I'm so inconsistent. Some days I'm just on fire, other days I'm just useless, like absolutely useless. So I'm trying to reduce my shots distance by, you know, just having good scouting. Like, for instance, from there to there, so from there to there it's 60, from there to there I think it's about 45, all the way across from there to that over there I think is, I want to say 75. I mapped it out last year. Anyway, I just want to develop a spot where I can have a good blind close, you know, so I can be certain. Hard to see, but before more flowers, love the flowers. Before the grass grew, there's tons of tracks all in here, and we used to spot the deer coming in from, we'd hike from the road all the way there because the wind would be on our side, and then I'd come in here to change my cameras every third or fourth time, and always tracks along here, always deer along the south end. There's a track down there, but near the fall there's massive scrapes in here. Like, a buck was scraping along the whole thing, and then as soon as the season started, the scrapes were all gone. So who knows what happened to him? Maybe he found a new territory. But this place is full of babes, does. I think the bucks would hang around. Hey buddy. Yeah, like these kind of bushes are where I'd like to build a blind, but again, it's all below water. I'll show you the south end here. I don't know, I'd like to have 10-15 cameras on this place, but I like the camera stuff almost much like the hunting. But here you can see, so my first camera is there, my second camera is in the back there. Again, I moved them both, adjusted them both. Like, I'm getting good stuff, so I don't care. I just want to see better patterning. Like, whatever's sleeping there is big. I want to see it. Maybe it's a moose. I don't know. So, like here, the deer, yeah, love to come here. And I don't like, you know, facing the camera itself is one of the worst things you can do, just because the sun, you know, turns on the camera all the time. I have the same problem on the other side. I'll show you, where I'd really like to face the camera itself from the one side, but just it's not smart. Like, and that's the moose. I'll show a picture to you guys later. Hint, hint, hint. What was on that camera? Finally got my first moose picture on this piece. So let's come in here, and hopefully, like in here too, there's tons. There was tons of tracks. I just in the fall, but now you can't see anything. Let's do some recon. I'll walk around a bit. I don't want to kill my battery. Let me see if I can find anything cool in here. Still haven't found any sheds on this property. Here's that good trail. It's, you know, easy to see. Hi again, guys. Easy to see even if the grass is growing. I'm just thinking, from what I read, bedding is typically, you know, the deer wants to bed, or the animal. Like, the wind here is from the west, so apparently it faces its head east, and then, you know, the wind, it's able to watch its back, smelling the wind, and it's able to watch its front by turning its face in the right direction. So maybe that's why the bedding spot's on the east side. But here, oh, and some rough growth just scared the crap out of me. got another bedding spot here. And again, this is a bit strange. This one's on the west side, so maybe my point's null and void. But let's have a look at the tracks in here. Looks well used. A lot smaller than the other one. So I don't think I'll put a camera here. I'll save it. There's another patch of woods on the other side. And again, another bed here. Much smaller than the other one, as you know. I'm tempted to put this camera here. I have that Tasco. That Tasco is great. It just gets good data, but I honestly think the deer we're getting on those is the same deer we're getting on these. Or getting on those we'll get here. Maybe, see what, I'll move this camera in a month. One of these ones here. Because I still have no clue where I'm going to put up a blind here. No friggin' clue. You guys have any thoughts? Shoot me a note in the bottom. I'll show you a snapshot of the land and kind of where I see deer. And because I still have no clue. I'm still figuring this out. So I'm going to do a scout around this side, see if I see anything cool, and then let you guys know. So before I leave this patch, here's the full tour. There's where I saw those 2 bedding spots. That's the south end. I saw that big bedding spot on the opposite side of the swamp there. Put a camera there. My camera was originally a bit further back in. Got some good pictures for you guys, but the angle is off, so 1 out of 10 is actually nice. I used to have that, where I got that coyote chasing the mule deer, was right there. But it's so dense in there now, you can't, nothing can move in there. Maybe I'll clear out some stuff when I build my blind, open it up a little bit. This is where I really want to check out because it's like a little shelter, but the water's in there. As the year goes on, it dries out, and tons of tracks in there, tons of tracks. And I'll walk over this way. So my second camera is right there. And what I'm trying to capture is anything coming in the north and from the west here, like that. So I just I want to get the timing of when they're coming in. So if I put a blind in the thick of it, I can kind of say, hey, if I'm an idiot and I prefer to, work harder than smarter, just because then I can't give myself any excuses. I'll just come in the morning, but I have both of these sides I can try. So if I know, hey, they're not coming over here at all at this time of the day, I'll just be over there. Because over there, I'll talk about it once we get over there, but it's a half section. This is a quarter section. But the unique thing about this place is that around it, there's almost no cover. The next cover is half mile south, besides that little group of trees right there. It's sporadic, it's like little islands of cover. But I'll walk back to the truck, I'll shoot my bow for 30 minutes, see if I'm any better, and then I'll show you guys the other side.